students, welcome again here in Government College Raipur in the series of our online lectures. We are here studying English literature for class BA part 2nd. In the previous class, we had studied about drama and its genres, comedy and tragedy. And today we are going to take the Elizabethan romantic drama, because we have in our course 12th Night, which is a romantic drama, romantic comedy. So let us start with the Elizabethan romantic drama. We have seen within the broad spectrum of dramatic comedy, there are some types which are distinguished. The types are, as you can see on the page before you: romantic comedy, satiric comedy, the comedy of manners, and farce. Here we shall concentrate or discuss on romantic comedy. Romantic comedy, as you can see on the page in the notes which are especially prepared for this class, it was developed by the Elizabethan dramatists, especially Shakespeare, whose As You Like It and Twelfth Night are typical examples of romantic comedy. So Elizabethan dramatists developed this on the model of contemporary prose romances, such as Thomas Lawes' Rosalind, which was written in 1590. The source of Shakespeare's dramas, or Shakespeare's As You Like It, which Rosalind was the source of Shakespeare's As You Like It, which was written in 1599. Such comedy represents a love affair that involves a beautiful Such comedy represents a love affair that involves a beautiful and engaging heroine. Sometimes the heroine is disguised as a man, as you can see in Twelfth Night, which we are going to read in the next classes, study in the next classes. There the character Voila disguises as Sebastian. The course of their love does not run smooth, yet overcomes all the difficulties to end in a happy union. So, such is the atmosphere in this romantic drama. And here we shall analyze the principles. There are certain principles of the romantic or Shakespearean drama regarding comedy under the following points. These are some points given before you. The first one is, it makes free use of variety in the theme and tone, often blending tragic and comic incidents and characters in the same piece. So it blends tragic and comic incidents, and the characters are involved in these activities. So it is a unique kind of drama, while it of course employs both action and narration. Means action is there and narrative is there. In carrying on a plot, there is action and narration, both are involved. It is essentially a drama of action. You can see here, it is essentially a drama of action. And the third and the most important drama in the development of the history of drama is, it does not stick to the unities, the great unities which Greek dramatists always adhered to. This English or Shakespearean drama, regarding Elizabethan time especially, has some unique points, which is they do not stick to the three unities which are unity of time, unity of place, unity of action. So, what do they do? The romantic dramatists, what do they do? The points are, they repudiate the three unities, allowing the story on occasion to extend over months and even years. So, there is a great span of time it may involve. The action may extend to several months or even several years. So, unity of time is not followed. The second one is changing the scene as often as is necessary, sometimes from one town or country to another. We will see this, that the action does not take place at the same place or in the same town or city. The action may take place, one action may take place here, the other may be to the other city or the other country or the other, what we can say, continent here. So, there is a flexibility of choosing place here as well. And the third one is regarding plots. There, this romantic drama employs subplots and minor episodes in connection with its central subject. So, there may be a subplot. It may incorporate subplots. We can see in Hamlet, in tragedy, in Macbeth as well. There are subplots. So, here in comedies as well, maybe subplots. There may be some other affair, the other couple or other people involved in the comedy, romantic comedy. So, there is a uniqueness added to this comedy regarding unities. So, Shakespeare does not adhere himself to the principle of unities. So, it makes a novel thing and interesting thing in his dramas. So, you can note down these points and ponder over these points, and then we will proceed further and study the Twelfth Night by Shakespeare, and next class we shall take Twelfth Night's title and the dramatis personae, means characters of the play. Then we shall proceed towards the text or the acts of the play. Till then, thank you. Read this at home and ponder over them. Thank you very much.